Melchizedek. That's after he saves.
And after
He saves Lot.
Rob, do we still need these, or should I give these back to Rob?
Then there's Yaakov.
And Abimelech.
We need him.
Abimelech. Abimelech.
Abimelech, that's him going down to Egypt a number of times, right? Egypt, right. It gets repeated with Yitzchak as well. Yep. Still more.
Then there's Yaakov.
Now it's working? Now it's working. Okay. Shlomo, try the YouTube. Shlomo, I'm going to hang up the WhatsApp because the YouTube is working. Thank you. Okay. Good. Anybody else? What else we got? Other great stories. Anybody? Yeah, we're up to Yitzchak, I think.
Yitzhak Ishmael relationship.
Right, digging wells. Okay. Next.
I guess there's
Digging wells, got it, yeah.
Chuppah, of course. The wedding.
Marrying, right? Of course, with all the forefathers, there's also.
Rivka and the relationship with her pregnancy. With houses of prayer, and she would feel a kick, but then she'd pass by places of Vodazara, and then she'd also feel a kick. But that's a midrash.
Okay, but the fact that she had twins and she had trouble with the twins and she
Yeah.
went to get counsel and they said there's going to be two great nations coming from you, that's in the Torah.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, what else?
Lord Yitzhak.
And you,
Alright, next, Yaakov.
Yaakov, we have Yaakov and Esau.
I think the most
Esau.
that everybody remembers.
Wrestles.
The ladder, right? The ladder of Yaakov.
He wrestles with
And that's right, wrestling with the angel, whoever he was.
Beitel. Beitel, it's the,
What happened to Beitel?
the letter.
The letter is Beitel, yeah, could go, what else?
That's how
Oh yes.
his brother and his.
Yeah, well, wrestling, it is now.
It's working.
It is now. Shlomo says it's not working. Shlomo, can you hear me now? Okay, so it's working. Thank you. I'll put the microphone closer to me.
Another stream because there are 3 or 4 streams.
Don't cross the streams.
So what did we have with Yaakov
Lavan.
and Lavan, right? That's right. It's all with Lavan in Haran, and you know the 12 children,
That's the new stream.
right? Okay, what else?
Yaakov and Leah. Again, after Yaakov.
Rachel, Leah, the 4 wives, right? So we have that, the 12 children, right? Good. What else?
Yaakov in the soup.
The soup. Right.
The figure of
Right. Of course, Esav, Yaakov and Esav. Okay. Stealing the idol when he leaves, right? So that's again, it's a story with the dealing with Lavan when he comes back. He wrestles with the angel. We sort of jumped to that at the beginning. Next,
Yosef and his brothers.
Yosef and the brothers.
What about
Okay, just put it here. So closer to me, it's fine. Thank you.
interesting the brother that they killed the tribe that want to marry one of the sisters. I forget the name.
Well, they stole her.
Sure. The brothers in Shechem.
Dina.
Right.
Shechem and Dinah. Well, the brothers of Yosef, sorry. The colored coat, that's right. The coat.
Always dim.
Shimon and Levi were.
They what?
Always dim. The steam, when Stephen Yosef always had a steam from Hashem.
Dreams, yes, absolutely. Yes, lots of dreams. Dreams. Yosef the dreamer. What else?
The woman in Egypt, the temptation. Right.
That's right. That's right, the wife of Potiphar. That's why he's called wife of Potiphar. I don't think we even know her name.
And he's in prison for it.
In prison, of course.
And then the fellow prisoner
More dreams.
And then they say, oh, you know, they tell Pharaoh, oh, you know, who interpreted my dreams.
That's it. That's it. Good. You guys know your stuff. Good. What else?
When you get to the Pharaoh, say something good about me.
That's right.
And
he forgot him. Right. But then the brothers come back, and there's 4 parshiyot that deal with Yosef and his brothers. This is all, of course, what book is this all in? Book of Bereshit. Very good. Yehuda. So we said Shechem and Dinah. There's also Yehuda and Tamar.
Tamar, she is more righteous than him.
Right. Beautiful.
Dus een nice story gedaan, Tamar.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah, the story was. She's very.
And then finally, Yaakov comes down. 70 members of the family come down, right? There's the famine.
It's 638.
His brothers come to
The famine. The brothers come down. The reunion.
forgiveness.
That's right.
Cleverness.
Great. Okay. So that's the book of Bereshit. Let's move on.
Okay, go to the next book.
Book of Shemot.
Book of
Shemot.
Moshe.
Of course, Moshe's the hero.
Moshe
And of course,
Miriam.
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh,
And
burning bush,
obviously also Aaron and Miriam, his brother and sister.
Amram.
Their parents, right?
Moshe is obviously born, sent down the river.
There's so much, yeah. There's the
Comes out and sees one of the Israelites being abused by.
right. Excuse me. Good. And he fights with the Egyptian.
He looks both ways and kills the Egyptian.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then he. And then
40 days in the desert.
Zipporah
Fasting. Comes out. You know.
comes back to Egypt and the 10 plagues.
Yeah.
Just-
People go.
Let my people go. And then
40 days, 40 days. What later?
splitting of the sea,
Yeah.
right? Then they get
Don't
to
forget matzah.
matzah. Can't forget matzah,
Category.
and the matzah balls, of course.
Category. The entire Egyptian army is drowned in an instant.
That's it. Good. We move on. What else we get next?
Then Aaron dies.
Sinai. Can't forget Sinai.
The Israelites complain.
Say what? Matan Torah, for sure.
10 Commandments.
Nice.
The Israelites complain.
Manna.
The
Ashkenazi Torah. I like that.
tabernacle.
The tabernacle, good. Mishkan. In Hebrew, that's Mishkan.
And obviously the idols, the golden calf.
Golden calf. How can you forget the golden calf? Golden calf. I'm not gonna try to draw a calf.
And then the Israelites complained about not being able to, not having the food that they had. in
Good.
Egypt.
Then we have the desert and the different complaints and the rebellion.
Eat until your ears bleed food.
Oh, sure. There was the man, of course. The manna, as it's known. The special food they got. Amalek.
And the water from the rock.
But that's not.
That's right. Water from the rock.
Don't forget.
Water from the rock.
And
What else?
Joshua and Caleb.
The snake.
So what?
Joshua and Caleb.
Yeshua and Caleb. That's moving on to the spies.
Yes.
Yes.
The spies that were sent out, right? Well, then we come on. What else?
Yahushua.
Yehoshua. Well, that's going to be on the next board.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, one of the spies was
The spies was Yeshua. Yeah, 2. Yeshua and Caleb, right? Good.
yes.
Good. Okay, then that's it. So we have some major events here. Okay.
Shimon.
So now,
Moshe dies.
Moshe dies, and that's the end of the basically Shemot, Vayikra, Bamidbar, and Dvarim. 4 out of the 5 books, right? As we just summarized here, pretty much. It's not a summary, but the major events. Good. So what we're going to do, but then there's more. We're running out of room here on the board. So I'm going to add a third column here in between. You'll forgive me. Okay? This is for what happens after that. So we have Joshua, of course.
Joshua.
Yericho. You can't forget the walls falling down. What else? Racha.
30 plus kingdoms falling.
30, was it 31? Did anybody look it up yesterday? We said, was it 31 kings? He definitely conquers the land. What else?
The sun stood still.
The sun, sure. Yeah. Shemesh Begivon Dom. Sun stood still.
And the Jordan split.
Right, of course, even before. Right, Jordan crossing. Yeah. Yeah, what else?
Shofar, is that Jericho?
That's Jericho, good. Yeah, good, we got that. Yeah.
Also,
Move on. What's next? Who else do we have? Other great. What comes after Joshua? Joshua dies.
the Shoftim.
So give me some Shoftim.
Ehud, Gideon.
Right. So there's Devorah and Barak, right?
And then so Yael, the story Yael.
Of course, Shimshon, Barak and Yael. Can't forget Yael. Okay, Shimshon. What else? You said Ehud ben Gera.
300 guys, I forget.
That's here with the story with Barak.
Yeah, Yeftah, the guy who sent
Yiftach, very good. Yiftach. Oh, we're missing Ravid. Where's Ravid today? Okay.
He's feeling sick, I think.
Oh no!
Yesterday.
Oh no! Sorry. Yeah. Okay. What other famous?
The story, maybe that's for the end, but the story of the tribe of Benjamin.
Absolutely. I think that's it's known as Pilegesh Bagiva'ah. Pilegesh was this poor woman who was left to die in a town called Giv'ah, which was in the tribe of Benjamin, and this was one of the greatest sins that sort of brought upon the next stage of Jewish history. We said this is where there's no leadership. People were going off and doing horrible things. So this is one of the stories in the book of Shoftim. We go on to, of course, to Shmuel, and we have the birth of Shmuel with Hannah, his mother, prayer, his mother Hannah praying. What other stories do we have about Shmuel?
The ark being captured.
The ark being captured.
Right.
And of course, he taught the Jewish people and led them to fight the Philistines. What else is there?
Choose the king.
Absolutely, that's right. Who did he choose?
He choose.
Choosing, right? Hashem guided him to choose Shaul or Saul, as it's known, and then ultimately,
Saul refuses
after
to-
Saul,
Yeah,
David.
right.
Saul has another story with Amalek. If we had Amalek here, we also have Amalek again, a second time. When was the third time we dealt with Amalek?
Esther.
That's right, the story of Esther, exactly. And there the Chazal say, where do we have any source for Amalek being mentioned in the Bible 3 times? That's how they were worried, can they innovate and add a new book to the Bible? But the story of Amalek is the 3rd time in the Bible. In any case, good. So and then we said we're going to stop here, right? So now we got all this somehow has to go into that. You see that part of the wall over there underneath foundations? That's why we have these little pieces of paper here. Now we have to choose this. What do we have? 1, 2, 3. How many do you have? 4, 5, 6.
I give everyone.
Moshe, you're not finished here. So let's count. How many do we have? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. You have?
Everyone has to be 30.
24. That's 20. That's 27 then. And there's going to be another 3. So that's going to be 30. Wow. So do we have 30 here? Do we have 30 names?
I think so.
Let's or names and episodes.
The names and
I'd say we have about 30. So how are we going to do this? We're going to do now. what I'm going to ask you to do, here's the proper markers, by the way. This is markers for writing on your pages. So like what I envision is that everyone will have like, now you can do it with pictures, you can do it with words. Like let me just give you an example. If we have here, this is your piece of paper. So for Avraham, I would put Avraham in larger letters, right? And then I'd have maybe here a picture of a tent with a door in it, right? And then, or maybe you could say, you could even write in, the covenant. I wouldn't want a picture of a Brit Milah, okay? Just say it. Let's keep this appropriate. And so what we're going to do is we're going to divide it up. Okay, so you have 3. Amos, you have Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov.
Very nice.
You have only the version.
No, that's too much. That's too much. So you do Avram and Yitzchak, okay?
Okay.
Yes, sorry.
Why are we excluding precious, and precious Noah?
Because if everything we were discussing now in period number one, called foundations, is I called it yesterday prehistory, because it's before. Basically, it's a family in the. Before we actually get to where we actually have a nation that can have some traces in history. So I call it prehistory. So then even everything before Avram is a prehistory. And the stories of the foundations of the world and like you said, the creation of the world and Noah and everything that happens before Abraham is it's even harder to treat it as part of the Jewish story. So that's why we're leaving that out. Okay, but it does exist.
Very diplomatic. Very political response.
Okay. Okay. Well, as you wish. Okay. So you choose within your 3 cards to get in Avram, Yitzchak, and the different episodes. Okay, Justin.
Yes.
You can use this, by the way. You can use these if you want. You're going to go with Yaakov, Yosef. Yaakov and Yosef, basically, till the end of Sefer Bereshit. Okay, and if you need more cards, you can have, because we have more than enough cards here, I think. Okay, then we have Michael. Michael, you take care of Moshe up until the Exodus. Okay.
Okay.
And then Ariel, you'll take care of the Exodus up until the golden calf.
Okay.
Okay. Moshe, you've got a few cards on the Mishkan and the rebellion in the desert, including the spies. Okay, till here. Okay, and then we have Renan. You're going to take care of Joshua. Entire book of Joshua in 3 cards. Okay.
All right.
Okay. David. Pretty much Shoftim, yeah. And then Yisrael. You'll write out on a few cards the major people and events in the book of Shmuel. Okay? Sounds good? And if anybody needs a 4th card, you can take from here.
Do you want us to draw pictures? Or?
There's got to be a name that you can read in the middle. And then if you want to add pictures or words on the side, like here, I draw one picture and I wrote a word.
Can I use Tanakh?
Yes, of course, you can use anything you want. So, כן, אני יכול לצאת לרגע. בטח. Perfect timing, actually.
Are we in arts and crafts? Tell the truth.
We are.
Where's the glue? That'll prove everything. It has to be glue.
Glitter all over the floor. Someone's mixing the paint. Someone's crying.
Where'd you get that from?
The marker.
I have a marker to the forever.
Here it's a marker.
Maybe
In the tray, maybe a marker?
Goes out for.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Try it.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Should work. Some pictures.
No. Okay, so
This is supposed to be a man with his armies of 100 men. Let's see if that comes out. Maybe.
10 plagues, okay.
I better start working on my artistic ability. This is. You're right there, Chief. I hate to see you not all right. What? I hate to see you not all right.
Okay, whoever has one finished, you can come here and take some blue tack and put them up. Here.
I'll redo this.
You want to redo it?
Yeah, because I'm not really going to draw pictures, honestly.
You don't have to draw pictures.
Okay.
You don't have to draw pictures.
Actually, it's so fair.
What is Osher Makot right for 10 plagues? Osher Makot?
Eser.
Eser Makot.
Eser Makot. You're writing in Hebrew or in English?
Well,
English, I prefer English.
Oh, you want English?
I want English, yeah.
Oh, okay.
no, I have English.
You can do English and Hebrew if you want. Okay. Eser is Ayin Sin.
Do you want to write Mishkan or Tabernacle?
It's up to you. It's up to you. You choose. You choose.
Alright. Alright, Mishkan. Okay, we know what that means.
Pass that to the front. Golden cow? Yeah, golden cow. No, the second one. After 10 plagues, I guess. Help me read. Help me read what it says after 10 plagues, please.
Oh, that, counting, cutting the sea, crossing the sea. Sinai, crossing the sea, Sinai.
Thank you.
Moshe, what's when Yosef is referred to? Is it like the king of dreams? What's he referred to as? You get what I'm saying? No.
Yosef, like in Hebrew.
There's many.
In English, like don't people call him?
There's like a.
Again, that's
Dreams.
a very,
Dreams, right?
that's a very, that's a very it's a very Christian reference. Often it's just referred to as Yosef. So,
Gee whiz, thank you.
Okay, we done.
I passed my vote.
Okay.
Passage forward.
Yep.
Terrific.
by the way it is.
That's really
Next
nice.
to the desert. Okay, just straight from hang on, did we talk about Man in Shemot, or talk about Midbar?
He talks about the man and Shemot, of course.
Please do.
No. They had to eat when they got out of Egypt. So they... Sorry.
Pitzol, Ayom. Pitzol, no, not right. Splitting of the sea in Hebrew is Pitzol.
No, it's actually usually said as Kriyat Yamsuf.
Yeah.
So I have Yaakov and Yosef. Should I write more than one for Yosef?
You could, if you like to, you could put two, make two, yeah. Yeah, because there's the story of the dreams, and there's many other episodes, stories, as we said, him becoming the viceroy of Egypt, definitely worthy of more than one.
Is Man Mem Nun Sufit or Mem Aleph Nun Sufit?
No, Aleph.
What was it say? Pilogesh Giva?
Pilegesh Bagiva, right, that's the story at the end of, Pilegesh is a concubine.
Okay. Yeah, right.
How to write that on don't draw good diagrams, please. Her body was cut up and sent to all of the tribes of Israel. It's a good book, the Bible. You should read it sometime. I should too.
Grass. No, actually, nice. Rob, does any midrash ever describe what Man looks like?
Not a midrash, a pasuk actually does.
Okay. Which one?
There's a few psukim that describe it. One says it's like a cracker and honey. Good, thank you.
Like a s'more.
Maybe like a s'more. I don't know how to draw it. I don't know exactly what it looks like.
Someone's trying to pick it up.
Excellent.
Maybe. It comes in a little box. Yeah, the little box.
Okay, so I'll pass these back to you actually, and I want you to put 2 pieces of blue tack. You make a little ball with the blue tack, and you put one on either side of it, on the back. David, give it to David. Put some blue tack on the back. Just 2 should be enough, I think. But,
builder, so. First row, second row.
I did it.
And then, wait, well, come on, this is modest.
Yeah.
You can have it raining. A little bit, just a little. Perfect, that's nice. One more.
There you
I like the
Third one. Water from the rock. Watch the Rabbi wearing the strangle.
Yalla. Let's move on. Okay.
It refers to the rock as a selah.
Sela. Yes.
Selah.
Okay, guys. This is going to be. Who has the book of Shmuel? You have the book of Shmuel? Okay, so you'll come at the end. Before that, so we're going to try to put this all in here in the right order. How are we going to do that? With Shoftim. Oh. Yeah, they need to remain as balls. They need to remain as balls.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and then they get pressed in. That's good. Okay. 10 plagues we have here. That's going to be earlier, right? Where the 10 plagues is going to be. Yeah, we need to make the little balls with that blue tack.
Yeah, sure.
We need to fix that and smash it out. Okay, who has more stuff ready? All right, whose stuff is ready? Come on. What do you got? Pass them to David. He's making balls. Just they don't have to be that big. There. What do you got there? Here. Give me some. Just like a little ball like this. One here. And
They're okay?
yeah, should be good. Let's go. Okay, what is this? Kriyat Yamsuf. Okay. Great. What do we got here? Yoshua bin Nun. Calling and strength from Hashem. Who wrote that? Me. All right, Renan. Jericho, spies. Jordan River, Covenant Ark. Good stuff. What do we got here? Yosef in the dreams. Amazing. What do we got here? Yaakov. Father of nations. What in Egypt?
Okay.
What else we got?
I have mine.
Sinai. Can't beat her Sinai. Where's the blue text? You want to
Sure.
put another thing
I
on?
think we should put here, we should do our own.
Mine and so I like it.
Which is best triangle as well. Very accurate.
Perfect. Perfect.
Just keep going. That's fine.
Looks good. Mana, I like that. Mishkan, here you go. Sinai.
But you should go ahead and just drop you this around him.
What else we got here?
There you go.
Gold calf.
Doesn't deserve to be drawn.
It should be drawn to show that you can draw it. Therefore, because you can draw it, it's not
Next.
I think he's saying motion,
Next, what else we
you're
got?
just gonna
You
overload.
got
You can try it. It's very hard to.
I think in one day motion, you're just gonna overload and smoke's just gonna come out of your ears and you're just gonna start malfunctioning in front of everybody.
why.
It's, you know, that would be a fitting end for you. There you
Thanks. Man, oh boy, we're running out of space here. Move some of this stuff down. Comes up pretty easy. How am I doing, David?
Sort of what needs.
Is this working?
I think we need more space.
Does everyone like my Hebrew handwriting? I hope it's
Yeah, I think we need
bar.
Yeah, you keep
Script.
I should be so fair.
Move this stuff up, I guess. I'll move this stuff down. What do you think? Yeah. Gonna have to move your shirt down.
I really like your picture of the taking up the box.
Yeah. Well, what else?
No, it could be a basket, so it's like.
No, it's a box. It's a box with mon written on it, because that's how it's delivered. A box. How it's delivered. With that from Amazon.
Amazon, like, or whatever. Amazon Green, I think that's called.
There we go. Anybody else?
So bad. Look at mine, look at, Arsenic. Isn't it so bad from afar?
These are me. Excellent.
You have Arsenic as well.
Well done. Okay, we ready? Two, perfect.
Oh, that's good, that's good.
Amazing. Yeah, put some.
Wait.
Back on that.
My stick figure.
Why'd you have Arsenic?
Like it.
Okay.
That's mine, bro.
Sure.
Oh, so that counts.
Okay, now we're gonna move ahead. We're gonna move ahead and make it a little bit more exciting. Great. So put blue tack on.
I'm not finished yet.
All right. When you finish, you put a blue tack, and we'll put them up. And you can see we can move it around as necessary. What do you think we're gonna do next?
I'm assuming first temple period.
Second period.
First temple period.
First temple period. Okay. Take out a new piece of paper.
Orange.
It's going to be orange, but first you have a regular piece of paper for you to write down your own notes. Moshe, you'll cut these up for us. And now we go from the Book of Kings, from King David, First Temple period. And now you guys might know a little bit less. First Temple period. Going all the way till the destruction of the first temple. I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. Take a piece of a paper.
You think we use this many?
No, I don't think we'll need that as many. But so take out a piece of paper and write down.
I'm just gonna start with 5 sheets, and then we'll make more later.
Everybody needs more paper? Everybody needs some paper? You good?
Wait, were you not start with
David
Saul and
Correct. Start with King David. Yeah, David. Yeah. I'll help yourself. Do what you gotta do. I think the YouTube is working, but I'm not sure. Personalities and episodes from the First Temple period. Can you pass me a Tanakh, please?
Shlomo.
Shlomo is a good one. It's good. Good start. Good start. Starting with David. Yeah, starting with David, and then although David, sort of the stories of David are at the end of the book of Samuel, so we're going to have them from Yisrael as soon as he gets finished. So we're going to have those already. So really, we're talking about starting with Shlomo.
Joshua, he distributed, he separated the land of Israel with the tribes.
Correct.
He did, right?
You did. Yes.
A portion, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We forgot to mention the great law that he did with all the people of Israel.
Yoshua. Yeah, there's obviously we didn't include everything, but
the
there's
second generation they didn't.
Right. That's right. Yafa. Yafa. David, can you pass those over? And I'll do the blue. I'll put on the blue tack. Thank you.
Who's that? Speaker.
No.
Nose.
No.
Oh, there's a fountain.
Sorry.
Slides.
We're going to go through the destruction in this period. It includes the destruction. And and the return. David, did you get 10?
I think so.
Okay, Michael, you're done? Pass them over. Take a picture, yeah. Good job.
Really good.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what you got here. Ooh, Moshe, Goshen, Arsina. Something well. Good. Excellent. Good stuff. We're gonna need more space. No problem.
Was je het helemaal? Nice. Hoe made it?
One guess. Okay. Michael, now you're supposed to move on to the second period.
Oh yeah, second. Oh, you make the second book now.
Second, yeah.
Like this.
The second period is the first temple period. No, without any cards yet, just writing on a piece of paper.
Okay. But what is the white stories? Just
Personalities and stories, yeah.
What did it again?
I don't remember.
Yeah, first temple period.
Oh yes. On a new paper?
I don't have any other papers, so you're gonna have to use the same one.
I can give you more paper if you need.
First, this second is this. This is the first.
Yes.
Second.
Then now we go to the things.
The first temple. So I did game this one and then after.
Fight with the giants with lights.
Oh.
And who fight with the light? the Nayahu, right? In the snow. What when in the snow and fight with the lion. David fight the also the lion.
Yeah,
There were
Not one.
he also fight king.
after that,
Yeah.
they unified the two kingdoms. But we started in the second temple, it's actually Shlomo.
Yeah. Yeah.
We started in Shlomo, not in David.
Okay.
That first one.
First temple. We're talking about first
Yeah,
temple.
that's right, first temple. So, second is here.
What did you say? First temple is Shlomo?
It's we started Shlomo, the history is Shlomo,
Yes.
not in David.
I just wrote that just.
You done?
So
Perfect.
You mean like the temple was in Shlomo?
Lovely.
Yeah, but we're starting to write from like here, start the history from
From Shlomo?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So there's a lot of history for David, but
Okay,
you
Shlomo.
can just add David, just write David
Who's
and
the woman of Egypt?
there's a lot with King David. So we start with actually.
What does this say?
How to say Saul, this is how to say don't follow
Right,
Samuel.
rebel.
And then,
Mhm.
and then he how to say this? 1 second.
The first one was easier, huh?
Yeah, the second one is.
You don't know the rest of your Bible as well as you know the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I just reread it. I haven't read it in quite a few years, so I'm at Joshua. That's why
Okay.
yeah, see,
Yeah.
I spent some time. But yeah, more than the 5 books of the Torah, that's for sure.
This is today was more like kindergarten,
Right.
but we're moving on
Wow,
now.
yeah, man.
Now we're jumping to college
Like,
really quickly. Wait till we get to the sages.
wow.
We're still in the Bible now, guys. Okay, another few minutes. See what you come up with. Pretty much going all the way till the end of the first temple and the exile.
Tot Jeremiah. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stories.
Baruch Hashem. What's the word? Abolition. Abolition of what?
The king Hashem
Took away the kingdom from Shaul. Yes. Okay, fine. Got it. Great. Terrific. Nice. Good stuff. Thank you, Yisrael. Well done. All right, we're gonna put this up. Now we're gonna start working on the next. The next period, yeah.
Stories in the first period. So it's from King David, Book of Kings, and the rest of the So the destruction of the temple. Stories, names, what it down.
Let's take it up now because we won't have time for everything today. But I want to start and discuss what you have so far. I'll put them on the board. Okay, what do you got?
Okay,
We're good
Shlomo.
with Shlomo.
Okay.
So Shlomo is
What episodes do you have with Shlomo?
well, there's the death of King David in the accession Shlomo, but there was a what was
So
his
versus, is it Adoniah?
yes, exactly.
Adoniah, who tried to
become king, but
become
then there
king.
was
What
was
else?
was it wait David's wife? I can't remember her name. Absalom made David
Bathsheba?
swear. Yeah,
Bathsheba.
made David swear
Yeah.
that Shlomo would succeed him.
Right, good.
Um,
What other episodes do you have for me with Shlomo? Of course, building the first temple.
yeah.
Right, building, and there's a whole long episode of how he prays.
Yeah, he did
Building.
1,000 sacrifices.
The temple.
Wow.
Okay, what else?
He did 1,000 sacrifices and he get
I like that.
I also wrote Abishag and King David.
That's with King David. We're starting with Shlomo.
And the baby and the 2 wives.
Excellent. That's right. The justice in the court. You know the story,
And
which actually leads us to. You can't forget, Shlomo, according to our tradition, is also. He was wise. He was a wise judge. He was the wisest man of all. And according to our tradition,
not sure.
the author of
Mishle and Mishle.
Mishle, which is known as prophets, and Kohelet. Kohelet, which is Ecclesiastes.
and
So all this, Shir Shirim, not necessarily Shlomo, as far as I know. No, Shir Shirim.
Oh, I was talking about
I don't know if it was composed by Shlomo.
His name comes in it.
Really?
Yeah, it does have it at the end there. Right.
The queen.
He was a woman lover, right?
Okay.
Mishle is
It's true, it was very romantic, but what else?
The queen
What are the
of,
stories?
Sarah.
The queen, Malkat Shava, the queen of Sheba, as it's usually pronounced. Malkat Shava, because she came to visit, now he impressed her with his knowledge. What else? What else?
300
The 2 women with the baby.
That's what we said, the justice in the court.
Golden Age is now, he makes himself very like big kingdom,
Golden Age,
like
right.
big, like yeah man.
What did you say, Micha?
And make it like a golden age, like he make himself very like a big state between all the
Very powerful.
between Egypt and all those other countries.
Right, so there was the wives. This is a very similar thing, the wives
Yeah.
and the problems that came with it. Okay, then, what's next?
Then God gets mad at Shlomo.
He does. Now, who can tell me who Rechavam and who Yeravam?
Yehoram was the first king of the Israelites.
Yes.
Right, this is the split.
They split up the kingdom.
This is the split. Rechavam was the son of Shlomo, and Yeravam split off, and we have the kingdoms of Judah and the kingdom of Israel. Good. Okay, then there's a lot of in the Book of Kings. How well do you know your Book of Kings?
King Hezekiah.
Oh, yeah.
Chezkiah, very good. He's have you been in his tunnel?
Not yet.
Yes.
Going with
Amazing.
the time?
We have in the past, we'll go again.
I was there, but he didn't try on.
He was a great king. He could have been Mashiach. Our sages say, Chizkiyahu.
Yeah, man.
Elijah.
Very good. Eliyahu. Eliyahu with his famous miracle stories. What else you got? So the truth is, I mean, you know, the prophets, the latter prophets, right? This is, we're talking about the Book of Kings, but also Yeshayahu, Yirmiyahu, and Yechezkel. All of these, they're called the latter prophets. They all prophesied in this era. Yechezkel a little bit later, but they all prophesied to these kings. Okay, so the rest of Tanakh, as we said, pretty much this is the era of the Tanakh. What else?
The case of Ahab.
Ahab, of course.
And Jezebel.
Right.
Doesn't
Good, what else?
Eov take place during the
Eov, we don't know. Eov, it's sort of disconnected. It's more like a philosophical treatise about suffering. Some people say Eov actually was Avraham. So then it's all way back in the first period, but we don't know exactly when it was. Some people say it's most appropriate to have in the time of the Shoftim. It's that type of, but it's sort of ahistorical. The book of Job. It's more of a philosophical treatise.
Yes.
Let's move ahead towards the end. There's the exile.
Yes.
Right, so we mentioned Yirmiyahu, who's the prophet of the exile. So once we're talking about Yirmiyahu, what other books? The book of Eicha, book of Lamentations, is a lament about the Shalom.
We wanted to announce to the Talmidim
Yes.
that we have one of our staff members, a Rav called Rav Aaron Alevi.
I call him.
So he comes in 2 mornings a week and he gives the students, especially of Rav Menachem students, a more individual attention. You learned a lot with him last year.
I did these.
You also did, no? You also sat with the Rav?
Yes, I like him.
You don't say about me that you like me, like.
I like him a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the difference is like
In any event, so the Rav is here today, and maybe we'll start with the new student to give some maybe adjustment. So Kami wants to study with the Rav one-on-one, if the Rav agrees.
We'll tear him in half. I'll pull his left arm, you'll pull his right arm. We'll see who wins.
right side of the brain, left side of the brain.
No, we'll
Put pictures on the group chat. Thank you.
All right, we'll catch up tomorrow. We'll
Yes,
catch you
yes.
next day. Okay, no problem. Okay, so we were getting towards the exile. We mentioned that Yirmiyahu and the destruction of the temple. And then what happens? 7 years. Of course, Nebuchadnezzar came. Nebuchadnezzar.
So Ezra?
Ezra, we're going to wait for the second temple. Ezra was,
He's the
building the second
beginning
temple.
of the 10th time, right? Ezra, of the
Okay.
temple of the Great Assembly.
That's the second temple, but we're still in the.
I mean, like Ezra is what the beginning of this period. Right?
Exactly. We're still in the second group, and we're just. Yeah, so who was the prophet in exile? So Zechariah, we mentioned before. Zechariah, right? That's right. We have at the beginning of this period we have Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. The last 3 prophets.
They're buried here in
We don't know exactly where they're buried.
Olive Mountain.
Who heralded the return? That they said that all the Jews after the 70 years of exile can come. He's not a Jewish prophet.
Ezra.
Or what?
Why is it Jewish?
Ezra.
He's the
Koresh.
Who's Koresh? Koresh is another word for
Cyrus.
Cyrus is the Persian Empire. The Persian emperor who said whoever wants can go back after the 70 years of the exile, and he essentially made the proclamation known as the Proclamation of Cyrus that allowed the Jews to come back.
Grayson of Esther or something like that. It's related to Esther, right?
It could be. That's right. It's not written explicitly, but it could be. Anyways, okay, so we got some good names for the first temple period. As you can see, it's kind of weak. There's a lot of kings. Must have been 20 kings of Judah and 20 kings of Israel or more. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 up here? But we're running out of time. So let's try to get those onto the orange pages.
I'm going to pass. I think
As
there's
soon
a
as-
lot,
as soon as
fewer
possible.
events that we have here. I'm just going to give everyone 2.
Yep,
Yes.
fine. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Okay,
2 each should be right. 2 each should be right.
Yeah.
Another sheet.
You go do the same thing like that?
Yes, similar. So Amos, you're gonna do Shlomo. Two cards for Shlomo and all of his stories. Michal, Rechavam and Yeravam in the split. Okay, Ariel, if you know, the story of now really one thing. The story before it's Chizkiyahu. There's a few stories with him, but you can't leave out Sancheriv. Sancheriv came and exiled the 10 tribes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the Assyrian. Sancheriv the Assyrian. Okay, so Ariel, you're on that. So those cards.
So it's only
Moshe.
Yes, sir.
You'll do Eliyahu,
Mm-hmm.
Achav,
Mm-hmm.
and Yeshayahu.
So 3.
Well, Yeshayahu should go together with Chezkel, you know.
Okay.
He's more associated with Chezkel. They actually found his seal right next to the seal of Chizkiyahu.
Yeshayahu, Eliyahu, and...
No, you're not going to do Yeshayahu. Ariel's going to do Yeshayahu. You're going to do Eliyahu. You're going to do Yirmiyahu, Achav, and Yirmiyahu, and Eicha. Okay? Renan, you're going to speak about Nebuchadnezzar and the exile.
Alright.
David, you'll write about Chagai, Zechariah, and Malachi. And Israel, you'll write out Koresh or Cyrus and the proclamation on your page. And then we'll put them on the board.
I'm doing this one.
And we'll call it a day.
And Sancheriv.
Chizkiyahu, Sancheriv, and Yeshayahu.
I'm trying to think pictures.
You don't have to do pictures. You can just put their names on the board. Just put their names on the page, and we'll call it a day. As soon as you're done, bring them up, and I will put them up. But tomorrow is going to be the period of the Second Temple, and the period of the sages. Then we're getting closer to. You know, what's the next holiday after Yom Ha'atzmaut?
Lag Bomer.
Lag Bomer. With Lag Bomer, we celebrate Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, right? And the Zohar, period of the sages. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, whoever's done, bring them up. Come on, David, you're going to have to draw a picture of a menorah for Zechariah. Zechariah and his golden menorah. There's other chairs here if you're having trouble.
Start the temple, right?
That's right. Draw fire.
Navi in the singular is nun vet yud.
Aleph at the end, the silent Aleph. Yeah, Navi.
Well,
There's a silent Aleph at the end.
what I can mention Daniel? No? Maybe?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Yes. Okay. What do we got? You're done? Yep. Svanya, Chagai. Okay. Put them near the end, right?
Yeah, they're last. I think almost.
Last. What can you tell us
Oh,
about
and then underline.
prophecy? Svanya.
Hosea. Capture.
Good right like this.
That's good. That's good. You got? You ready?
Yeah.
מצוין. מצוין. Tomorrow we're going to review them and then hopefully we'll get towards the soldiers as well.
Okay, this one.
Where are we?
Oh, I didn't write very much.
I didn't either.
Great.
Later.
Yeah, who's next? Chris Kale, that's later.
Rechava?
Split?
Yeah.
Split, we need that. Okay, Michal, you ready?
Yes.
Perfect. Oh, I like it. Well done.
That Hashem changed him into some kind of creature.
There is in the prophecy of Daniel this
For 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed that we managed to do this. Ariel, where's your stuff? This is your stuff? Perfect. Samcheriv. Need to fix that to a V, please.
Oh, okay.
Who's next? Moshe.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I wrote Yirmiyahu, not Yirmiyahu.
Yirmiyahu is fine. Yirmiyahu. And the writing of Eicha. Good. That's going to be further down towards the exile, right? The Navi.
What is this?
I can't see.
What else we got?
It's when they throw it in the.
This Nebuchadnezzar.
They throw it in the water. Make it
Towards the end.
sweet.
Salt water is sweet.
This is like the stick from Aaron.
The almond, it's almonds.
With the things. Yes, yeah. Blossoms, right?
Yeah. That's so. Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
How are you doing? You have Koresh for me?
This is good.
Is Koresh
This
ready?
looks like art. Yeah, that's it. But then he's there. Korean.
This one of the.
And
They're good animals.
What is this?
You can't tell.
This is Miriam.
Ah, the basket. Okay.
Yes, this is chicken. But then,
That's
good, man.
Excellent.
Yes.
So it's good that we left some space. You see, Ariel, you see we left some space? Because there's obviously a lot more to talk about in the Book of Kings. A lot of different kings in the split kingdom. There was Yehoshaphat, and there was Yehu, and there was wars against the Ammonites and the Edomites, and there was
Against each other.
there was covenants, and then there was fighting with each other. Menachem worshipped the idols, and the prophets talking about it. There's a lot more there, but we ran out of time for today. But this is a good start. I hope that using our hands and our art will enable us to understand the structure. We're going to get to today soon.
For today to tomorrow, we need to read all the books.
You've got to know all about the second temple and the sages. Read all of the Mishnah by tomorrow, okay?
No problem.
And the Gemara.
Wow.